This is great news for patients, isn't it?
It sounds like it's wonderful news for patients, but actually it's not. I'm really worried about patient safety because there is a shortage of GPs. You may go into your surgery and notice that there is only one GP because the other GPs have actually left.
Have you ever had to take a day off work to get a GP's appointment?
Well, patients should realise that
have you, Una? I know you're a doctor, so I'm assuming the answer is no.
Well, as a doctor, I haven't taken any time off sick, and yes, doctors are very healthy people.
And also, you can probably prescribe something to yourself, but that's the point, isn't it? We've had so many viewer comments on this issue. Stephen Dixon's via Facebook saying, brilliant, now people won't have to take a day off work for a GP appointment. Wendy's also saying something needs to be done when you can't get an appointment for a week or more. I agree that longer opening hours are needed. So it seems to be the sensible way forward, doesn't it? So it's not just 9 to 5, so people don't have to take time off work to see their doctor.
It does sound very sensible if we had enough GPs. We're actually 10,000 GPs short. And if you think about one GP is usually assigned to 1,700 patients, that has huge impact on the availability of appointments.
But correct me if I'm wrong, there's a slush fund, isn't there? There's a £50 million fund being put forward by the government, so surgeries can ask for funding and therefore hire more GPs, right? So should there really be more pressure on GPs?
Well, 50 million only covers 1,100 practices, and that works out to about £50,000 a practice.
And they've already signed up, haven't they?
You would think would be able to cover an extra GP. Unfortunately, as I said, there aren't enough GPs. Nobody wants to be a GP. They can't even find a replacement GP partner, and they've been advertising for months, years.
And how much would that cost, do you think, the government, if they were to hire far more GPs, which is what you would like?
Well, the problem at the moment is we're at a dilemma with the Nicholson challenge saying we have to cut NHS costs by 20 billion. So 5 billion a year, and they're giving us 50 million is it's like putting a sticky plaster over a big problem.
So do you think our viewers should be worried? I mean, do you think that if their local GP surgery are extending their hours, you think that service will fall in standards?
I'm saying that they won't be able to provide a service from 8 to 8 on Saturday or Sunday. They just won't be able to sign up, and they'll have to notify NHS England and say, I'm sorry, we don't have the manpower.